Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review, as you will have seen from the title, and I got this bag for Christmas last year. I bought it for myself, so if you saw my Christmas haul, this bag was in there, and despite everything that has been going on this year, I have actually used this bag a lot. I used it a lot both in January and February, and now since going back to work a couple months ago, I have actually used it for work as well. So I feel confident in doing a review of this bag. I will do a sort of 1 year update as well on the wear and tear, because you guys seem to really like those videos. But for this video, the bag is the Valentino Rockspike bag. I did get this one from Selfridges, just people always ask, and I didn't get a Valentino box with it, but I did get a dust bag, which is really useful. I actually love the Valentino dust bag. So the way I'll do this review, I'll leave timestamps down below so you can check that out if you are just interested in a specific part. I'll go over the specifics of the bag, the pros and the cons, wear and tear. I'll show you quickly what I fit into this bag, and also I'll show you mod shots, of course. So before we get into the review, if you want to see how I like to style this bag, you can check out my Instagram. I mostly post outfit photos there, so you know, go follow me, it's a great time. I'll leave a link to my Instagram down below in the description box so you can go check that out. And also, when you're there, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos on fashion and handbag reviews. I have the black sort of crinkled lambskin. They do a few different colors in this finish, I think, but the main one they do is the smooth lambskin. So I'll show you close up. You can see this is sort of like a crinkled texture, and it's a little bit shiny, I want to say. It also has the ruthenium or gunmetal, if you will, of the hardware, and also the chain. So you can see the chain is really beautiful, and this size is the medium. It also comes in a smaller and a larger. I'll leave the measurements on the screen as well because I don't have them in my head. The bag isn't like that wide, it's fairly narrow, so it fits on the shoulder really well. It also has suede lining. I'll try to show you because it is black on the inside as well, which I prefer them to be a bit lighter. So you can see the suede. I'll go over the wear and tear on that a bit later. And then it has this pocket right here and also a pocket here, and I did get it on sale. I would really recommend trying to get it on sale because they usually come on sale, especially around Black Friday. I got this one for, I think I paid 1,200 euros for it, so I was really pleased with that. You can save a bit of money either buying it pre-loved or getting it on a sale, especially because the resale value isn't like terrific on these bags. So because the bag is full leather, obviously with the suede on the inside, it's not heavy, but it's definitely not the lightest bag I own either. It's definitely not an issue for me because it is a fairly small size anyways. The chain isn't heavy, but it's that kind of, you know, like a high quality chain has a little bit of weight to it. It feels like that. Also, the chain can very easily be removed. I have these, I don't even know if you can see that. I'll try to do a close-up again, but it unhooks very easily, and it's never happened like by accident. It's not that easy because you do have to kind of like line it up a bit. And the same goes for this handle right here. I love this one. This feature is so cool, but you can also remove it if you don't like it. You just take this ring right here and it comes right off. Very easy. Alright, so let's start with the way this bag looks. It's one of my favorite bags. It's definitely my most edgy bag. I think it is so cool. I love this one. This color, this combination is what just sold me on this bag. I had to have it. I saw some pictures of it and I just thought this bag is the coolest thing ever, and I have to say it does make me feel like a lot cooler than I really am, so I love that fact. The first time I wore it, I remember walking past mirrors or like car window reflections, and I just like, because it's so like, it just, you can't even see it in camera, which is what annoys me so much because the studs aren't that obvious, but the whole bag kind of has this sheen to it because the light just catches the studs, but they're not gold, so they're not that obvious. They just catch the light in the most amazing way. For me, I really expected this bag to be edgy, and I think it is, but I was really surprised and really pleasantly surprised by how understated glam it looks, just because of the way the studs kind of catch the light. The next thing is that for me, this bag is very comfortable in the width. I think it is super comfortable to wear on the shoulder. I can't stand bags that are really wide, so I feel like I'm walking like this or squishing my bag. This feels it just places very naturally on your shoulder. I do tend to wear it a lot of different ways. I'll show you later, because there are a ton of ways to wear this bag, and that's another thing I really like. There are just so many ways of wearing this bag, so you have a lot of versatility with it. And another thing I want to mention is that I feel like this bag is a lot more hard wearing than I thought it was going to be. I think a scratch is going to be pretty well hidden. I don't even know if I've gotten any scratches on it, because I can't tell, because, you know, look at it, it's already a bit like, I'm just really pleased, because I feel like I haven't babied this bag much at all, and it just seems to really hold up. This goes a little bit hand in hand with what I said about the bag being a little bit more hard wearing, but I do feel like it's a very high quality bag. I know they should be at this price, but sometimes they don't feel that way. But it feels like it's very well constructed. It didn't come with any flaws. The glazing is all really good. The construction of the bag feels really good, while still being a soft bag. Let's move on to some of the things that my concerns, let's call it my concerns with this bag. And the first one isn't one that I have personally experienced, but so many people have complained. I don't know how large that percentage is out of everyone who buys these bags, but some people complain that they kind of collapse or sag, so that this top right here sort of sinks down. And I haven't had an issue with this, so I'm only mentioning it because I want you to have like the full picture of this bag before you buy it. It was something I read on Purse Forum, and I was worried when I got this bag. It made me hold off on getting this bag for so much longer. So the issue is that it will start to kind of cave down here. I'm really pushing hard now to make this happen, and then the corners kind of come up. I think it's mainly an issue in the large, but I have seen it happen to the medium as well. The medium can fit fewer things, so it doesn't get as heavy, so it doesn't kind of have that tendency to kind of sag anyways. So I don't actually know what causes this. Maybe people really overstuff their bags. I do fill my bag up, as I said, and I'm not super careful, and it still hasn't happened. So even though it hasn't happened to me, I've had it happen to me with other bags, less expensive bags. And what I want to say is that when you have rings like this at the top, what can happen is, especially if you wear the bag crossbody and then you have a lot of weight on these rings, they can tend to pull. This wasn't as easy to illustrate as it was in my head, but it can tend to pull these two rings together, pulling these sides up. I think maybe that's what happened. Either way, I wanted to mention it because I want you guys to know as much as possible. So with that, let's just move on. Okay, the next thing I want to touch on is, it's not something that is making me regret buying the bag, but it's something I definitely have to mention in a review. This bag is studded everywhere. I bought this bag in winter. I did not notice until summer came that when you wear this with very little clothing, you will feel these studs. If you have very sensitive skin, I can actually imagine this being too annoying for you. I think I have seen some people say that the studs got a little bit too much. And again, on that same point, the chain is a little bit thin. The bag hasn't gotten so heavy because it's sort of small, but if you are a bit more sensitive to the shoulder straps and you need really comfortable bags, I would either just detach this or just let it hang on and attach a different strap. If you do really want this bag, that's what I would recommend, because the chain is beautiful, but it's not made for comfort. I know that I'm not very bothered by sort of bag straps, but I know some people really struggle with it. If you're one of those, just be aware that you may need to change this strap because it is so thin, especially for the summer months. If you have lots of coats and layers, it may not be an issue. Maybe try the bag on in store and see if the studs are going to bother you or not. We can move on to the wear and tear part of this, which is going to be quick because there is essentially very little wear and tear on this bag. As far as the hardware goes, that was the part I was the most worried about, because pretty much every single bag I've had with this dark kind of hardware has chipped, and chipped very fast. This has been perfect. It hasn't even scratched, and I haven't been careful because I don't care if it scratches. I just really care if I can start to see a different color under there. And the same goes for all of the studs. None of them have gotten like a different color, and the same with the chain. Looks great. And also these rings right here where you can see a lot of wear. Obviously I can't speak to the wear of this right here because I've had the plastic on. Can I get that off right now? Yeah, there we go. Where you can see a lot of wear is the suede on the inside. So you can see these spots, or yeah, that's from these studs right here. You are never going to get away from this. And the same, this line right here that you can see, that is from this. Suede just isn't a material that is going to be very tough no matter what you do, so it's just going to get wear either way. But for me, I really don't care because it's on the inside of the bags. I mean, I think it even came with some of these right here because it's made and then it's stored like this and the damage starts. That's just the way it's going to be with this. I would be more worried about the inside, but honestly it's black, and I know I said I didn't like that, and I still would have preferred a lighter color, but at least wear is going to show up a lot less. It doesn't have any corner wear, it doesn't have any issues with the glazing, nothing has cracked. The crinkled leather I just feel is really good for wear because I don't think you will be able to see any of the scratches at all. Like, I can't tell you if I have any scratches, I haven't been able to see any. But yeah, for now I really haven't had any other wear than that. It's held up well. I haven't protected it or anything, I just store it with the paper, and then I haven't sprayed anything because I don't want to ruin the hardware or the studs. I worry about spraying like leather protectant on that over and over again, and the leather is treated so it feels like it's repelling water quite a bit on its own. Okay, so I got some of my essentials out so I can show you what fits into this bag again, because it is like a dark lining. I don't know how much you will be able to see, but we'll try. So first off, I'm gonna put in my key holder, and with an extra fob that's sticking out because I can't fit everything, and a card holder. You definitely would be able to fit like a proper wallet in here. I just don't have a wallet near my right now, so I'm just gonna show you the card holder. That's mostly what I use. I can't be bothered to kind of switch between that much, and I carry a lot of smaller bags. And then I'll fit my phone in, and I usually fit that into the pocket right on the side here that doesn't have a zipper. I have a second phone that I'll put in just to show you how much can actually fit into this bag. Another little blue box of tissues and painkillers. Vaseline, always carry that with me. And some sunscreen, which you should have now in summer. Some makeup, a compact powder, a lipstick, a lip gloss, and then on top of here, so you can see we have a little bit of room left. You can fit like a pair of sunglasses. There's a little bit of excess room here. I wouldn't necessarily go for it because it gets difficult to get your things in and out, and then you have to like, yeah, this is pretty much what I would wear. I wouldn't really stuff in more than this. I often have fewer things, but I'm gonna close it so you can see. And as you can see, it still stays straight here. It doesn't tend to like fall down. I think that's because of the size. If you fill up a much larger bag in this same kind of softness, I really do think it's going to like start sagging a lot more. So if I show you from the side view right here, you can see that It's sagging a little bit here because it's full, but it's very, very minimal, and like this, it is standing on its own, so it's not like, I really don't think it's a huge problem. So I'll show you what I mean by not sort of locking the bag, closing the flap. So if you carry it like this, do you see how this can kind of misshape the bag over time? Especially in the back here, it starts to get like some weird wrinkles. I would just avoid that. I think that's everything I have to say for the bag, so I'll show you the mod shots. There are so many different ways of wearing this bag. I really, really love that about it. It is definitely one of my favorite bags. It is just so cool, and it is black. It is very easy to style. I think it goes with so many different things. It's sort of like edgy but still a bit glamorous, again just because it has this beautiful glimmering effect when you're wearing it. I really do feel like it's wearing a bag that is kind of a little bit jewelry as well. So as you can see from these mod shots, there were so many different ways of wearing this bag. My favorite is definitely wearing it double up on the shoulder or holding it by the handle, like handheld, or in the crook of my arm. I do wear it crossbody as well. I tend to not wear it with one chain on the shoulder. It just feels a little bit too long for me. I am 5'3" or 160 centimeters. I definitely think it's worth the money. It's a bag that I'm very happy I purchased, but as I've mentioned so many times, do try to find these on sale. And again, if you want to see how I style it, pop over to my Instagram and check for some outfit pictures. Also, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It really helps me out. And if you want to see more bag reviews or bag unboxings or just fashion related obsessive content, then hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!